Blackbeard. His real name is Marshall de Teach, and it's no exaggeration to say he's one of the most interesting characters in all of One Piece. Blackbeard is the kind of villain who evokes both hatred and the undeniable acknowledgement of his danger. In real life, Edward Teach was the most notorious pirate of his time. Oda borrowed that very name to create a character worthy of that reputation, a patient, cunning individual willing to wait decades to achieve his goals. Blackbeard secretly joined the Whitebeard pirates, pretending to have no ambition, only to wait for the opportunity to seize the Yami Yami no Mi, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to control darkness and absorb everything. In reality, Blackbeard is perhaps the most ambitious character in the entire series. He became a Shichibukai, 7 Warlords of the Sea solely to gain the right to infiltrate Impel Down, free the most dangerous criminals, and turn them into his loyal subordinates. This series of actions directly led to the Battle of Marineford. When both the Marines and pirates were nearly exhausted, Blackbeard seized the opportunity, stealing the Gura Gura no Mi, Whitebeard's devil fruit, a power capable of creating earthquakes and terrifying shockwaves. Afterward, he defeated Marco the Phoenix and the remaining Whitebeard pirates in a battle known as the War of Vengeance. This was also the moment Blackbeard officially rose to the ranks of the 4 emperors. What made Blackbeard most terrifying was that he possessed a devil fruit simultaneously, and these were 2 of the most powerful abilities in the world. The Yami Yami no Mi allowed him to neutralize the power of other devil fruits by pulling his opponent closer and attacking directly. The Gura Gura no Mi, the most powerful Paramecia-type devil fruit, allows him to create tremors strong enough to shake the air, ground, and ocean, causing massive earthquakes and tsunamis. Now, both of these powers are in Blackbeard's hands. He can also use Kenbenshoku Haki and Bisashoku Haki. Blackbeard's body is said to be extremely unusual, possibly the reason he possesses 2 devil fruits simultaneously, something considered impossible. It is said that Blackbeard never sleeps and has taken fatal blows capable of killing others, yet he recovers unusually quickly. This very abnormality makes him even more dangerous than ever. Blackbeard is undoubtedly one of the most fearsome of the 4 emperors. And when he declares, "My era has begun," it's not boasting, but a warning to the world. Jinbe, who always harbored a desire for a world where humans and fishmen were treated equally. Luffy's recruitment of this shark brother was truly a great stroke of luck. Previously, Jinbe was the 2nd captain of the Sun Pirates. He even fought on equal footing with Portgas Ace, who possessed extremely dangerous Logia abilities, showing that Jinbe's strength was never to be underestimated. Even Big Mom expressed regret when Jinbe announced his departure from her crew. Jinbe was renowned for his steely will and absolute courage, to the point that Big Mom couldn't take away his lifespan because he felt no fear. Jinbe's words at that time commanded respect from everyone who heard them. As a crewmate of the future Pirate King, he wouldn't allow himself to tremble before a Yonko, even if it was Big Mom. Jinbe was once imprisoned on the 6th floor of Impel Down, a level reserved only for the most dangerous criminals, mostly facing the death penalty or life imprisonment. This was because he refused to fight Whitebeard, a decision that clearly demonstrated his stance and spirit. Being imprisoned on the deepest level of Impel Down also shows just how powerful and influential Jinbe is. Not everyone is worthy of being considered a threat at that level. Jinbe survived attacks from some of the strongest opponents, such as Akainu and Big Mom. His resilience and indomitable spirit made him a true steel wall on the battlefield. As a fishman, Jinbe's strength is greatly enhanced underwater. He is a master of fishman karate, achieving a black belt at a very young age, and once used his vagabond drill technique to hurl Big Mom into the sea. Not only that, Jinbe also has the ability to communicate with sea creatures, commanding whale sharks and many other species to assist in combat or movement, an extremely strategic ability. Besides physical strength, Jinbe is also proficient in Bisashoku Haki and Kenbenshoku Haki, making him a well-rounded warrior, excelling in both offense and defense. The moment Jinbe officially joined the Straw Hat Pirates is one of the most memorable milestones, and in the future, this shark brother will surely bring many more spectacular moments to Luffy's journey. Crocodile, the Desert King, is both cold and incredibly intelligent. He was once the leader of Baroque Works and the main antagonist in the Alabasta arc, where he nearly succeeded in manipulating an entire kingdom. Crocodile was once imprisoned on level 6 of Impel Down, a level reserved only for the world's most dangerous criminals. Being confined to this level clearly demonstrates that his power and threat level were never ordinary. After his failed attempt to take Alabasta, Crocodile was stripped of his Shichibukai Warlord title. However, thanks to Luffy, he escaped from Impel Down and subsequently participated directly in the Battle of Marineford. After Marineford, Crocodile and Das Bones went straight into the New World, showing that his ambition never faded. For Crocodile, failure is merely a stepping stone to a bigger move in the future. In Alabasta, Luffy did indeed defeat Crocodile, but that victory was far from easy. Without Nico Robin's numerous life-saving actions, Luffy might not have survived to reach the end. Furthermore, Crocodile has a rather ironic weakness. If blood or water touches him, his Logia ability is temporarily neutralized, preventing him from transforming into sand. Despite this obvious weakness, Crocodile remains incredibly formidable. At Marineford, he directly confronted Doflamingo, Dracula-Mihawk, and even Akainu, yet survived the chaotic battlefield. At one point, Crocodile even blocked a slash from Mihawk and coldly retorted that he was furious. A short statement, but enough to show the demeanor of a former kingpin of the underworld. Crocodile possesses the Suna Suna no Mi, a Logia-type devil fruit that allows him to transform into sand and control the surrounding sand. He can dodge attacks by transforming into sand, create quicksand traps and sandstorms, and drain water from anyone or anything he touches. Furthermore, Crocodile can transform rocks and earth into sand, creating sharp blades to attack. When his lower body is transformed into sand, he can even levitate in mid-air. The biggest weakness of this ability is that the sand hardens when wet. But if Crocodile manages to dry his opponent first, that weakness becomes almost negligible. Especially when fighting in a desert environment, Crocodile's strength is greatly enhanced. This is where he almost reaches his most dangerous state. Crocodile is a character who is both strong and intelligent. His return after Alabasta is always good news for fans, and who knows, maybe in the future he'll even team up with Luffy. And those are the next names in the list of 11 lords and their powers in One Piece. Remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thank you for watching. See you in part 3.